Nymphs are minor deities of Greek mythology. As a rule, they are depicted as splendid young women at the peak of beauty and prettiness. These secondary deities are associated with fertility and fecundity of nature's elements. Nymphs could be found in the most diverse habitats. There were forest nymphs, rural nymphs, mountain nymphs, sea and freshwater nymphs, and many others. Many of these nymphs were descended from great deities with major influence on their environment. For example, the Nereids and Oceanids, two types of sea nymphs, daughters of Nereus, an ancient deity who ruled the seas, and the Titan Oceanus. There were also the Dryads, the nymphs who protected the woods. Only the trees that were not under their protection could be cut down. The most famous one was Eurydice, Orpheus's wife. There were also the Oreads, mountain nymphs. Echo, the nymph who always repeated the last word spoken by her interlocutor, was the most famous. There were also the Naiads, who inhabited springs, lakes, and streams. These were more dangerous, for they severely punished whoever profaned the waters consecrated to them. Nymphs could have multiple powers, such as healing, feeding, and restoring strength. Some had the power of prophecy. Unlike the gods, nymphs were mortal, but they had the gift of eternal youth. Therefore, their beauty and splendor were not influenced by time. Despite being inferior deities, most nymphs had free access to Mount Olympus. The gods enjoyed their company, for the beauty and joy of their singing and dancing made the wonderful banquets of the gods even more delightful. Many gods and goddesses had nymphs in their retinues. Dionysius's processions had multiple nymphs among the Bacchantes. In his splendid chariot, Poseidon paraded over the waters, followed by the Nereids and Oceanids. Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, also had forest nymphs in her entourage. They were excellent hunters. Owing to their enormous beauty, the nymphs won hearts wherever they went. Mortal men fell madly in love with these beautiful women, but their charms aroused passion even in non-mortal beings. The gods also marveled at these gorgeous creatures. Apollo fell in love with the nymph Daphne, and Zeus succumbed to the charms of many. But the satyrs, entities representing the uncontrollable forces of nature, were the ones most enthralled by the nymphs. The satyrs never missed an opportunity to try and capture one of these precious nymphs. As they were relatively influential in their range of motion, nymphs came to be worshipped in the Greek world. This practice eventually influenced Roman culture, where sacrifices and tributes were made to these deities. The word nymph is still used today to describe girls at the zenith of beauty and youth. And, just like the nymphs of antiquity, they can excite passion and desire in the hearts of those who contemplate them.